please just know that they'll be calibrating today. Also, Emma.
Excuse us, we have a big announcement. We're the Heartbeat team here with a big award for an employee in this room. February Heartbeat Award winner, would you please stand, Miss Conneka Neal? Yes. Yes. So I think she's the only person who's surprised, because I think every person in this room sent in nominations for you to win this award. More than 40 nominations from your coworkers to be this most Heartbeat winner. They told us that Miss Neal's hands touch everything that happens here at David L. Walker Elementary School. She's the first person to open up the doors for the students every morning, and you help create genuine connections between this school and families. Miss Neal, as you know, reaches out to parents who are unable to come to school because she wants to help them help their children. And she even makes home visits. Miss Neal buys lunches for students and eats with them when they accomplish a behavior goal. And teachers in this room tell us that you support them in any way that you can, and that when they are struggling, that you give concrete, achievable solutions, and that you always check back in. There's a lot of great things to say about Miss Conneka Neal, but I think it can all be summarized by saying that she is great at the business of getting to know people. Let's hear from Miss Neal.
I think Conneka Neal embodies what a servant leader really is, particularly in Crowley ISD. There's no job too big or too small that she doesn't do. She knows almost every kid by name, parents by name.
She really does go above and beyond. We do have our art meetings, and I do get very nervous, of course, every time that there's changes with my son. Miss Neal shares some stories from her family that were very personal, and she empathized with me and how I felt about these changes and the future of my son. She is one of us, and as a parent, that's what you want for the leadership in the school with your child. Someone that is not only looking at the paperwork and how things are supposed to run, but for the best interest of your child, and I trust that she does that.
And we were talking about how awesome you're doing in class. She said you're like her helper and everything.
She had my back, and nobody really ever had my back. That makes me feel really good because my friends kept on coming and going. She's very trustworthy, and she'll tell you a lot of stuff and you can really open up with her.
Even though I'm really tough, the kids let you know that in a minute. One thing that I do say though is they know that they're safe. I'm a lot like the mom at home. Yeah, she's tough, but if you need something, she's your day one. She has your back, she's got you. So my favorite part of my entire job is hugging on people who need that hug, talking to people who need that talk. We know by statistics that the adult connections is the major key factor that will turn around a student. I do love the fact that literally a kid in the deepest part of their being in trouble can say, "Can I tell you something?" And I'm like, sure. It truly is about connecting and working on saving and changing lives every day. So that's what is important to me. So I tell people all the time, leave these kids better than where you found them. And that's our goal, leaving them better than where we found them.